As to January 6th, we've got breaking news right now. It is now confirmed there were almost 300 undercover FBI agents at the Capitol on January 6th, many of which actually went into the Capitol building. This has been a claim of MAGA for years, obviously. At this point, it was, written off as a conspiracy theory for years. It is now confirmed. This is according to The Blaze, who kind of broke the story. They said the FBI has acknowledged it had 274 plainclothes agents, which, by the way, is just code for undercover, though they like to use this term so they don't have to say undercover. In any case, agents in the massive crowds on January 6th, more than 4.5 years after questions were raised about the level of FBI involvement that day, Blaze News has learned. A senior congressional source said the number is not necessarily a surprise since the FBI often embeds counter-surveillance personnel at large events. But given the FBI's until now steadfast refusal to disclose the level of its presence at the Capitol, the figure might still be viewed with skepticism in some quarters. So not only do we have footage of officers encouraging people to enter the building, which we've had for years now, some of those people on the cameras were FBI agents, which is wild. And it makes you think, what else do we not know about this? And the gaslighting continues from the left. This is Hillary Clinton. She went on Rachel Maddow's show, made the argument that Russia was supporting the Republican Party. She's going all the way back to 2016 with the Russia hoax. And therefore, and she says this in the video, I'll show it right now. She says, therefore, the Democrat Party should get China in their back pocket. That is treason.
The only other adversary of ours who's anywhere near as good as the Russians is China. So why should Russia have all the fun? And since Russia is clearly backing Republicans, why don't we ask China to back us?
I hereby tonight ask China.
That's right. And not only that, China, if you're listening, why don't you get Trump's tax returns? I'm sure our media would richly reward you.
Let's break down what she said, because she was very specific there. Hillary Clinton is asking for help from the CCP. That's what she says. For the Democrat Party, she is asking the CCP to perform espionage on the sitting U.S. president for his tax returns. That's what she says. And she's admitting that the media will pay them for that. So she's talking about collusion with a foreign government, espionage, the likes. Crazy. Wow. Like, the fact that she would say that so brazenly and so openly is crazy. It's all open. You know what they want at this point. Senator Richard Blumenthal similarly outlined the Democrats' future plans, openly said that he would like to target conservatives with lawfare. Take a look.
The old saying, what comes around goes around.
Mm-hmm.
Today it's a Republican president, but degrading the democracy and ruining, literally perverting the great ethos and tradition of the Department of Justice, where I was in awe when I walked through those halls as a federal prosecutor. I think it's time for Republican colleagues to say enough is enough, and we are going to push them and do it hard.
They started it. Democrats started it. Democrats are acting like Trump is weaponizing the DOJ when the Biden DOJ literally indicted Trump. Literally, they did exactly what they're saying Trump is going to do to them. The Obama FBI literally spied on the Trump campaign. You want to talk about Watergate back in the 70s? Watergate happened in 2016, but way, way worse. Way worse. The Biden admin, you got to remember, colluded, this just came out, with Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to censor conservatives. We already know your plan. We already know that you do this. What goes around comes around. Started a long time ago. And they're acting like Republicans started it. Republicans, when it comes to these things, almost never start. It is always Democrats. Republicans then respond in kind, and then Democrats blame them and act like they started it. Now, I don't think that Trump should engage in lawfare. That's not what I'm saying. Choosing the man and then finding the crime like they did with Trump is wrong. That is not justice. It's not good. But when there are people like Obama, for instance, who have committed huge crimes, they should be prosecuted. I don't care if they were the former president or the current president. And I'm sorry, I have that same rule for Donald Trump, by the way. It doesn't matter. It's not partisan. It's not ideological, really, in terms of left-right. It's just justice. So what happened with Trump was you had a corrupt AG openly saying that they didn't know what they were going to prosecute Trump for. This is what she said. This is what they said. You had A.G. Brown saying this, saying they would just find something. They didn't know what it was going to be, but they were going to find it. And they did, and it failed because they had nothing. If Trump has nothing on Obama, the same thing will happen. There are a lot of streaming platforms out there that just hate your guts because they have liberal ideals. It's all about Hollywood, which obviously hates conservatives. Don't support them anymore. Support a conservative streaming channel. We the Free has the Josh Carr Show on it, has other great political commentary, movies, TV shows, as well as a lot of Second Amendment content. If that sounds like something you want, go check them out right now. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this episode, everybody. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel so other great patriots will see it. And you can tune in every single weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show, or you can watch another video right here.